afternoon, family, and welcome back to another episode of GodSpeed, where we provide you a weekly market overview for the Lexus LC500. Tonight's episode is packed with nothing but heavy hitters, and here's my top 3 picks of the week. First up, we've got the unique air racing inspired 2021 Lexus LC500 Inspiration Series. It's L certified, has 22,000 miles, one owner, and a reasonable price. Next, feast your eyes on yet another 2021 LC500 Inspiration Series. This with only 12,000 miles, 0 accidents, and 2 owners. And finally, family, we have one of the most exotic bespoke builds ever in this 2023 ultra white and Manhattan hinge orange interior LC500 for only $89,000. Family, these are some of the most premium LC500s on the market. All right, let's get into tonight's episode, but before we do, I greatly appreciate your continued support. Please do subscribe to the channel. Let's go. Vehicle tonight is this gorgeous 2021 Lexus LC500. Now, family, this one is, if you know, this is that 2021 Inspiration Series, right? So this one was limited to only 100 units, right? And has a unique serialized badge on the inside of the vehicle. Now, the exterior is this gorgeous obsidian black color. You get the black 5-spoke wheels right here, okay? These are forged wheels, just so you know, okay? When we look around the vehicle, this one's absolutely been tinted, obviously, and Lexus has this thing shining underneath the showroom lights. Now, interesting thing about this rear wing, right? Guys, this right here is a kind of an inspiration. It's a carbon fiber rear spoiler. It's inspired by air racing, right? I always wanted, why this wing and where did it come from? But this was inspired by some air racing, and they partnered with an individual to really pull out this unique aspect of this all carbon fiber rear wing for this vehicle, right? Some people love it, some people not so much, but I tell you what, it is definitely a nice carbon fiber piece, and it's a lot of it, okay? Now, when we jump on the interior, guys, we get some really nice, unique black Alcantara sport seats with this saddle tan accent, and the seat belts are all accented as well, okay? So you see the brown saddle tan right there. The stitching is that way. And if you notice, this car has more Alcantara in it than most. The steering wheel's Alcantara, all right here. The shift knob's Alcantara. There's a lot of extra Alcantara components on the inside of this vehicle, okay? Still got the carbon fiber door seals on this one. And of course, this one also had the carbon fiber top roof as well. All right. Now, when we jump out to the exterior, let's look at a little bit on this one. $78,800, showing to be $5,100 overpriced. And you know what? I'm partial. Okay, so we'll talk a little bit more about that here in just a few moments, right? When we look at the rest of the information on this vehicle, this is a 0 accident, 1 owner. That's the way we want these Inspiration Series. Now, this one does have 22,000 miles on it, okay? And interestingly enough, guys, I got really excited when I tagged this yesterday for our video this week because the price was showing $73,998. And that's where I think we need to get this back to in the conversation with the Lexus dealership. So to put the icing on the cake, this is also a L certified vehicle. So we get the 2 years worth of bumper to bumper warranty. We also get the next 4 maintenance intervals 100% covered. With that all being said, right? $78,800 is not a bad price, but I think we need to get back here. I'm going to tell you why I think they increased the price by that extra $4,000. Let's take a look real quick at the actual website. So we jump over here to the Lexus website. We get a few more pictures. We get a little bit more information about this vehicle, right? It's in California, but more importantly, we get this Carfax report, okay? So when we check out the Carfax report, I think this starts to tell a little bit more of the story on why the price hike. So we got 5,000 mile service, 10,000 mile service, 30,000 mile service done. Remember, that's a lot of our fluids getting swapped out for the first time. That happened in January of January, not in 24, but in 23, okay? Then all of a sudden, right, we get this thing into the Tustin Lexus dealership just a few weeks ago. And guys, they just changed out all 4 tires, mount balanced, and they did the alignment on this. So now we know maybe not Lexus's price, but our price on these would be, you know, $2,500 to $3,000. Now, hopefully they didn't put those run flats back on there, but you know, we got to take into consideration that, you know, oil change, alignment, 4 brand new tires, that's probably where that extra $4,000 came from. But I think what you want to do is you want to get back in front of them and get very strategic and play hardball, right? Because somebody listed it for the 73 price point, and that's what I would be fighting for, okay? All right, family, if you guys are looking for a obsidian black and you want this gorgeous bespoke interior, you want the Inspiration Series, you love what Inspiration Series brought to the platform in 2021, and you've got $78,000 to start the conversation, right? But hopefully get that closer down towards the $73,000. I think you got a tremendous opportunity with this one. Wait a minute. No, your mind's not playing tricks on you. Guys, we have 2 new 2021 Lexus LC500 Inspiration opportunities on the market at the exact same time. So yes, I've got to get both of them in front of you because interestingly enough, I think you might be able to use one of these to play off of the other. Let's get into the deets on this one, right? This one, unlike the first one we saw, looks like we don't have any tint on this one, okay? All right, I'm not going to go through all of the details like I mentioned earlier. You know, I just want to let you guys know that on this particular one, right, we also get the performance enhanced limited slip differential on the back. We get the rear performance rod with dampering. That was just a few little things that they added to this particular year and the Inspiration Series, okay? Everything looks to be really good on this one. Now, what makes this one a bit different is that this one's only got 12,000 miles, so roughly about 8,000 less than the first one we looked at. This one's coming in at $79,900, about $1,000 more than the one we just looked at, okay? And this one looks like it's got 2 owners on it. Again, 0 accidents. Now, specs, I like this one. 12,000 miles, you know, only 2 owners, 0 accidents, right? I'm really liking that one. Now, here's the interesting thing about this one. Price went up $4 grand on this one as well, okay? So, wow. Actually, these guys must have been in conversation with each other, right? One's in New Jersey, one's in California, but both of them started out at the $73,000 and $75,000 price point. So I think we got the same opportunity to have the conversation on this one as well, right? So when we look at their actual website, guys, you come out here, we can look at a few more details around this vehicle and look at how much price options we got depending on how much money we put down or if we're just going to pay cash for this vehicle, okay? But more importantly, Carfax, right? When we take a look at the Carfax, this one doesn't have as rich of a history as the other one does. Mind you, it's 8,000 miles less, but only thing we see on this one is the 5,000 mile oil change. And I'm assuming, obviously, you know, this dealership had to do an oil change, even though it's not noted right here. They had to do an oil change just to kind of prep this, okay? So we probably got an oil change, but might have not been from the Lexus dealership. All right. So guys, with this vehicle, again, I think we've got a tremendous opportunity because this one's got less miles on it, but I feel like here's my play. Regardless of whether you like the L certified version with 22,000 miles or you like this non-L certified version with only 12,000 miles, the reality is that we absolutely have to play, you know, tag you're it with these guys to try to see which one we can get back below that $75,000 price point. And I think that's going to make it a tremendous opportunity, right? Either way, these Inspiration Series, we've seen quite a few of these this year. I would say probably this might be the 5th 2021 Inspiration Series that we've seen in actually in the fourth quarter, right? They were really dormant all earlier this year and all the previous years, but this year we're starting to see a few more of these pop out on the market. So they're not ultra rare like they were earlier this year, but with these mileage and specs, there's still some really, really solid pickups. But not least, guys, let's shake it up a little bit because, guys, this gorgeous vehicle I've got in front of you tonight is just something that, you know, it's going to be a one of one, right? I mean, let's talk about it. 2023 Lexus LC500. All right. This one is in the gorgeous coupe, right? But now, obviously, you guys can see that gorgeous orange interior poking out. We're going to get to that in just a few moments, right? We've got the ultra white exterior on this one. If you notice, this is definitely the Bespoke build program, okay? Because we've got a few things here that are absolutely unique. Number one, we've got that black trim, or what they call the dark chrome, or that smoked out chrome trim around it instead of the bright polished trim. That's something that that they introduced in the Bespoke program that you used to have to only be able to get it with the Inspiration series, okay? Also looks like we got either a carbon fiber. It looks really shiny, so it's hard to tell, but I think that's a carbon fiber lower lip right there. We absolutely have the black, excuse me, the black OEM headlights instead of that dark gray, right? Which these are extremely sexy. Back in 18, 19, 20, 21, that was an extreme aftermarket opportunity for folks. You know, the trend was very much getting that stuff done aftermarket, either painted or vinyl wrapped. We got the same 5-split spoke rims that we saw on the Inspiration series earlier because those came into the Bespoke build, okay? Looking at the front, I think these mirror caps here are black as well. Same thing across the katana blades on the top, right? Now this one looks like it's got some white, or no, that's just the silver. They're just that clean, my gosh. On the back on this one too, right, we get the exact same effect back here, black instead of the dark gray. And even though we still have what a lot of people consider to be that plastic top on top of the rear lights, it's a darker color, so it's not as distracting as some people find the original color to be. This has got the performance package on it, it appears, with the retractable spoiler. Guys, this thing looks absolutely amazing. I think I do see the carbon fiber top on that one. And when we jump into the interior, my gosh, I mean, honestly, I think I would just have my door open all the time. You know what I'm saying? The way that black, and that's Alcantara, the way that black Alcantara marries up to this gorgeous orange color. And you guys know I love Lexus's color names. And so I had to find out exactly what this one is. This is Manhattan Hinge leather. Manhattan Hinge leather is the orange color that we're looking at, okay? Now, what's even more beautiful and stunning is that, man, with this black and having that Manhattan Hinge in Alcantara all across the interior of the vehicle, right? I think this is going to, similar to what I say sometime with the toasted caramel, is that it's so bright, you get to see all of the accents of the design elements of the interior for this car. But I'm in love with this color. This is gorgeous. This, I know it's got that Halloween theme, but I think we take that out and we got to really say Lexus gave us an opportunity to elevate this vehicle up the ranks with this interior combination. It definitely looks like something that you see in much, much more higher end vehicles. I think they just nailed this one. Even the stitching is that Manhattan Hinge orange. That is absolutely gorgeous, right? Sorry, I spent a little bit of time on this one, guys, but I'm just overly impressed by it, right? We got the leather, we got the Alcantara, man, this little racing stripe here in the middle. I mean, that is just gorgeous, right? Don't see the carbon fiber door seals on this one, which I'm going to probably ding them for that. But there's our Bespoke plate right there. Again, even the shifters in that gorgeous orange, it just really makes this interior pop, right? Absolutely love it. Okay, guys, let's take a look at some of the deets real quick on this one. $88,990, right? Yes, that is a hefty price point, but I think tonight's angle is for somebody who is really looking for exclusivity. I mean, the LC500 is limited production. It's one of the reasons that I rave about this vehicle is because you do have that exclusivity factor in the sense that you just don't see a lot of them. But how many times do you think you're going to run into somebody that's got an ultra white exterior and a Manhattan leather orange interior Bespoke build? Yeah, it's not going to happen. Right? One of one. 9,500 miles on this car. Loving that, right? That's going to help us to justify that higher price point. Okay. And then on the back end here, we got a 0 accident, 1 previous owner. Check, check, check. That's what I want to see. Would love to have seen this L certified, something being offered from the Lexus dealership, but not hating on Desert European Motorsports. out here in California, or Motor Cars, my apologies, right? When we jump out here to their website, guys, I mean, this Lexus is in good company. I mean, everything from Lamborghini, Porsche, Maserati, you name it, right? Ferraris, everything's out here. So definitely take a look at some of the things that they've got in their inventory, but also come out here and check out that Carfax. When we jump over to the Carfax, right, we've got 3 service records. Again, it's one owner, okay? And they're saying it's a fair deal on this vehicle, right? I think they just increased the price by $2,000. So I feel like we definitely got some wiggle room on this price point. And I would absolutely go in there and try your best to get the lowest price possible. Okay. Services on this one. Let's go to recent. Not really any recent. The only thing that we've got in 24 period is just the vehicle being offered for sale. More than likely though, right? They have had to service this vehicle and get it ready. It looks like it's at an Audi dealership. So it's quite possible that they've done the oil change and all that good stuff to prep it out and get it ready, right? But family, for somebody who is looking for something, I'm just going to keep it on this photo right here. For someone who is looking for, you want something that's a later model, right? You get all those goodies that Lexus does incrementally year over year to make the car just that much more dialed in, okay? You want something that's a pop, and you want something that is going to be ultra, or uber exclusive. This is the one for you, okay? Yes, it's going to set you back $88,990, but what it's going to propel you into is a class of only a few candidates, my friend.